I decided to ring up the gender clinic today on a whim. This was something that I just was like, I may ask for like 10 minutes extra because my dad doesn't like London and I'd have to drag him all the way over there. So I thought we may be a couple of minutes late. I'm just going to ring up and ask them to put it on some notes. They then turned around and said, but your appointment was moved. What? No, it wasn't. So I was like, hang on, what do you mean it's been moved to the 28th, apparently, of this month? And I'd not been told this, so they were as confused as I was. They then got someone to call me back. This person called me back, lovely lady, and I'm not blaming anyone in particular. Charing Cross Gender Clinic rang me back and they said to me, oh yes, we sent you a letter in December 2016. Definitely didn't receive that because I would have known if I had. And basically my appointment would be at 3 in the afternoon. Now, London isn't incredibly far away in comparison to anywhere in the States. An hour and a half on a train is probably nothing in the States. But here it's quite a distance. And also it's incredibly expensive. How our trains work is we have on-peak and off-peak times. 3 o'clock is off-peak, but anything after 4 or 5 is on-peak, which like doubles the price. So for me and my dad to go to London, we'd have to spend £160 on train tickets, which it just isn't possible. And that's why I always normally go earlier in the day, because then it's easier to be able to, and cheaper to be able to get there. Yes, they will refund me, but last time that took 3 months. Because of constant issues with postage coming through. I don't live in the middle of nowhere in comparison to some people. I live in a well-known village. It's where they came up with the idea for Downton Abbey. This is literally Downton from Downton Abbey. So it's not exactly like this place is unknown. So anyway, I spoke to this lady and was like, well, I don't know what I can do. She then turned around to me and said, well, we're going to have to rearrange your appointment. And I said, okay, how long is that going to take? Well, we have thousands of people. It's going to be 9 months. So, basically, either way, I'm screwed. I asked her, well, why isn't there some kind of follow-up? If you cancel someone's appointment without them knowing, you obviously send a letter, okay? They send a letter to you that you then will receive and then know that, okay, my appointment is now 14 days later, okay? The thing is, they didn't follow up on it. They've had since December to give me a quick buzz or a quick email and say, hey, did you get our message? She said that they have hundreds of calls a day that they need to make to people. Now, that makes me slightly worry that you need to make hundreds of calls to people every day, cancelling appointments. That's not a good practice. Her other, we're going to call it an excuse, is that they changed trusts recently. Basically, last year a survey went out, which I took part in, and the NHS took a survey and basically asked everyone who went there, is the service any good? And I don't think many people said yes. So they basically, the trust that was giving them money is backed out, and someone else has now got it. She said to me, and I'm not telling a word of lies. She said to me, and I've kind of passed over this, oh yeah, well, we've also lost quite a lot of people's details in the trade over. What? Okay, so you're losing people's files. You're losing your client's personal medical information, and it's just something you could just be like, oh, whoops, oh no, it's okay, don't worry about it. This is something that's so important. This is the only place we can go. There are quite a few gender clinics in the UK, Charing Cross being one of the most well-known ones. And from everyone I've ever spoken to about gender clinics, they have all said that the service has been terrible, no matter which one they go to. They are understaffed, and it feels like they don't give a shit. They're underpaid. I don't think they have much income in terms of support from the government, and I really hope that we can do something about that and change it. And by talking about it, by being public about it, which is what I'm doing right now, I'm hoping that that could possibly make some difference. If anyone from the NHS is watching this, gender dysphoria is on the rise. I think it went up like 107% in the last, year. It's something ridiculous that doesn't make any sense, because 100 how can a percentage go up? Anyway, over 100. Anyway, so the amount of people that have started going there is huge in comparison. Because people are now finally finding out what the bloody hell gender dysphoria is, after years of it being something that no one talks about and hushes about. And I'm glad about that. But we need some kind of support there. There needs to be something we can fall back on. And I know we don't have to pay for the NHS. It's something that is given to us. And I understand that that could be seen as a bit selfish of us to expect it. But when it's the only option we have, and it's when people are killing themselves, committing suicide because they can't see the person that can actually give them the help that they need. My friend Katie said, why don't they have phone interviews? Why can't they just fucking call you and ask you these questions that they do every time you go there? You go there for 60 minutes. Yeah, they expect you to take all of your day. If you don't live anywhere near London, you have to go there, which takes 6 hours, let's say, out of your day. And it's a 60-minute appointment. And they sit there and they ask you the same questions over and over again. How's your family life? What do you feel? It's these questions that are so over-asked because they've asked the same ones every time. I see someone different every time, so I can't even make some form of bond with the person I'm supposedly wanting to see every 6 months, which turns out to be every 2 years in most cases. I have to wait 9 months to talk about my SRS. Something that I could do easily over the phone. You know how that conversation would go? Fucking yes, I want it. I want SRS. You've seen my files. You've seen me for the last 4 years. You know that it's something that will make my life a shit ton better. And so many more people in the world that struggle. And I'm not going to stay quiet about it. I'm not. It's something that is affecting all of the trans community. And we need to take a stand against it, because it's just not right. The government just doesn't seem to give a crap when it comes to gender dysphoria. Now, this isn't an attack against the people that work there. This is an attack to the philosophy and the reasoning behind it, and the people who are in the high chair, the high head office people who are just in it for the money. I don't have any words apart from disappointment and anger. Because this is affecting so many people. I'm probably going to do a more in-depth video. I don't know. I just needed to tell you, I needed to update you, because this has just really riled me, honestly. And I look like crap right now. I don't care. I just needed to say this. I love you all. Thank you for the support, and I'm sorry for disappointing you all, because it was going to be one of the coolest videos. We're going to vlog London and all that, and my dad was so excited to go, even though he hates London. He was excited to do a video and hear my results at the gender clinic. I want to possibly rack up some different opinions and different experiences at the gender clinic. I want this video shared as much as possible, because if they see it, I don't care. I just want you guys to give me your experiences, and we'll make a big video out of this. We'll make something out of this, and we'll get this shared, this information out there, because it needs to be talked about anyway. Thanks for watching, and until next time, that's me out. There you guys.